feel like I've trained my whole life for this exact moment. I'm in my element here. In today's video, we're going to answer the question, why is Belgian chocolate so special and famous worldwide? And there's no better place to start to answer that question than here, at the Chocolate Museum in Brussels. Allons-y! Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Alexandra Templeton, and I'm a group fitness coach and lifelong chocolate enthusiast based here in Brussels, Belgium. This video is part 2 in the Brussels series I'm running here on my channel. And once again, I've been lucky enough to collaborate with the amazing Legends of Brussels to bring you the best Belgian info. All right, it's a hard day at the office for me here as we will be touring the Belgian Chocolate Museum, learning a little bit about its history, its production, and then later on we'll venture into the Royal Galleries to taste some Belgian pralines. If you do enjoy today's video, then make sure you drop a like down below, and why not subscribe to join our beautiful family. I have many more videos like this here on the channel, but for today, let's continue with chocolate, shall we? It shouldn't come as a surprise that cocoa originates from Central America. Although we all assumed for so long that the origin was to be found in Mexico, some recent discoveries have revealed the oldest traces of cocoa in Ecuador. Today we can find and grow cocoa beans within a narrow band of countries between 20 degrees north and south of the equator, all around the globe. Although nowadays chocolate is consumed most often in bars and sweets, for thousands of years it was consumed only as a beverage. Cocoa was introduced by the Spanish to Europe in the 16th century. It was then combined here in Europe with milk and sugar to be more appealing to the European palate, because they like their sweets here. But sugar was an expensive luxury product, so it was only consumed by the aristocrats. I'm in my element here. Now you may think about buying a Hershey's bar in the store, but there were a lot of steps that had to be taken before that to get that beautiful glistening bar of chocolate into your hands. The first step in cocoa production is to separate the beans from their shell and ferment them. This is an essential step in flavor development. The beans are then, just like coffee, dried in the air and later torrefied. The torrefaction process often happens here in Belgium. Belgians are leaders in the field with some major companies like Barry Callebaut and Belcolade. Now when it comes to chocolate, everybody has their preference. Personally, I am a dark chocolate kind of gal, although there's also milk and white. And what's really cool is that they all start by being made in the exact same way. The beans are separated from their coating and go through a long process of grinding that will turn the cocoa into a chocolate paste. In the last process, this paste is mixed with sugar to make dark chocolate, and sugar and milk powder to make milk chocolate. To make white chocolate, this paste will be submitted to high pressure to separate the cocoa from the cocoa butter. For white chocolate, only the cocoa butter is used, and it's mixed with sugar. All right, so we know about the chocolate production. That's all well and good. But how did Belgium, this tiny country in the middle of northwestern Europe, become one of the biggest producers of chocolate worldwide? There are several answers to that question. And it's important to remember that in the 16th and 17th centuries, Belgium was actually part of the Spanish kingdom, so they were already familiar with this dark delicacy. Antwerp was in its golden age as the biggest port in Europe, and many goods like cocoa transited through the city. Welcome to the Royal Galleries. The galleries here are a wonderful example of the beauty and innovation of the Belgian Golden Industrial Age. Built in 1847, this covered shopping street hosted the best of Belgian craftsmanship. It is therefore not a surprise that here we find Belgium's most important chocolatiers. But the main reason is that in the 19th century, Belgium was a highly industrialized country, arguably the most industrialized here on the European continent. And the machinery and know-how was so highly developed that it allowed Belgium to excel in the very technical process of chocolate making. In the 20th century, a woman by the name of Mary was pursuing a career in chocolate. The Queen at the time saw that being a woman, Mary was struggling to succeed in such a male-driven industry. So she made Mary the official Belgian supplier to the royal family and supported Mary in becoming the first female chocolatier in the world. Our first tasting takes us here, to Mary's chocolates. And this here is one of the oldest recipes in Mary's repertoire, which is a praline of hazelnuts and extra caramelized hazelnuts. Bon appétit! I feel like I've trained my whole life for this exact moment. There's also a nice crunchiness added from the extra caramelized hazelnuts. It's delicious. We're here now at Neuhaus Chocolates, where we're going to try the Temptation, which is a praline with nougatine inside, filled with coffee ganache and surrounded by milk chocolate. This praline is said to be inspired by one of Brigitte Bardot's body parts. Let us know in the comments which body part you think it is. So this one also has a crunchy element, as Mary's chocolate had, but this crunch comes from the nougatine rather than the hazelnuts. Very good. For a long time, chocolate was considered a luxury product, and for many today, it still feels like a decadent treat. One man, though, had the very admirable goal to make it affordable to everyone. And this man, like Neuhaus, created something very special in the world of chocolate. His name was Leonidas. At Leonidas, we're trying the Praline masqué, which means hidden praline, because as you can see, it's covered in chocolate. Okay, now to taste, I think I'm gonna go for the side with the praline. It's very sweet. It's definitely good for an afternoon pick-me-up when you're walking around the sites here in Brussels. You can have one of these just to give you a little boost of energy mid-afternoon. Cheers. At Cornet-Port-Royal, we're here to try the iconic Manon, which is vanilla fresh cream with a walnut inside covered in a thin layer of white chocolate. To taste. Whoa, it's super sweet. So we just tried the Praline masqué, which we said was very sweet and a great way to pick you up. But this Manon is way sweeter. So if you're really looking, if you're really in need, in times of desperation for a pick-me-up, go for the Manon. Or actually try both, why not? When in Rome. That's going to conclude today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed and learned a thing or two about Belgian chocolate. I had a really good time making the video and tasting all 4 of these Belgian pralines. So if you find yourself in the Belgian capital, make sure you check out the description box below to book your tour with Legends of Brussels, and any other Belgian chocolate related information will be listed down there. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll catch you back here in the next installment of the Brussels series. Bisous! Ciao!